is my 33/34 week pregnancy update. I've had to write things down today because I can't remember anything. Basically, so much has happened recently, which is why I haven't updated. Last week we went on a trip for a wedding. It was up in, well, it was 5 hours away from where I am now, so it was a 5-hour car drive. Luckily my father-in-law took us, so I didn't have to drive because I can't at the moment. Yeah, we went up to the wedding. We were staying for 2 nights, and yeah, we stayed for 2 nights in the most uncomfortable hotel room I've ever slept in. The beds the mattress was about this thick, probably, and it was so hard. It was horrible. It was just the worst 2 nights sleep. On the second night I went and asked a security guard if he could go and find me 3 more pillows. So I ended up with about 5 pillows, including one that I'd already took with me. So yeah, it was just uncomfortable. On the way back, it was obviously another 5 hours back, and we decided, well, we travelled back on the hottest day of the year so far, so it was literally, scorching, and we had my son with me as well, so it's a long time in a car with a little boy. Luckily he slept for 2.5 hours, so we quickly stopped when he woke up, just to stretch our legs, but because we was all so fed up by this point, we was like, right, let's just go now. So we only stopped for about 20 minutes, and then on the way home, I just kept feeling worse and worse, and it was so hot. We had all the windows open. We didn't have air conditioning. We had all the windows open, and I'm sitting in the back of the car, and everything was getting I was just really hot, and everything was getting like on top of me. Get down, Jake. So, yeah, so everything, like my whole body just blew up. I just was swollen everywhere. I mean, I think lost a bit of water and stuff because I couldn't before get my wedding ring on, but I've been able to wear it for the last couple of weeks. But sitting in the car, literally, it was stuck to my finger. And my feet, they looked like Princess Fiona from Shrek. They were huge. All of my legs, everything. It was just so hot. It was horrible. And then when we stopped, when we got home, my husband was saying to me, "Are you alright?" I was like, "I just want to go. I just want to get home. I just want to go in and chill out and sit and chill." But unfortunately, I sat down and literally, I just burst into tears. Just had like a mini panic attack, really, because everything. I mean, I was getting pains in my belly because I'm at the moment suffering with constipation, so I was getting really bad shooting pains, and obviously I was swollen everywhere. I was struggling to breathe. I was so hot. Everything just got on top of me, really. So I ended up ringing up the hospital, and they said basically it sounds like I'm dehydrated on the hottest day of the year. And when I think about it, didn't drink nowhere near enough as what I should have really. But the whole thing was no one wanted to stop. We just wanted to get home. But we should have stopped more. I should have eaten more as well. So as soon as I'd eaten and drunk, I was fine. Yeah. So I've been getting really bad shooting constipation pains, which are really horrible. They're really painful. And I'll sit on the sofa, and Aaron, my husband, will say to me, "Oh, are you alright? What sort of pain do you get?" And I'm like, "No, it's not like that. It's just I need to go to the toilet, but I can't." I also, this last week really, I keep getting a weird shooting pain, like down there, down in that area, and it's really weird. It's like all of a sudden I'm like, oh, and it'll be alright. I assume it's one of them kicking a nerve or something down there that's triggering the pain. I'm not sure. He's been a bit of a worry the last few days really. Well, to be honest, throughout my pregnancy he's been the one that I've been more worried about, because I haven't felt him kick but he's always been fine. The last couple of days I've felt him a lot less, but I suppose that's just because of the cramped area that they're now both sharing. She moves a hell of a lot. Like my whole belly will move when she moves. I'll sit there and I'll have a cold drink, I'll have something sweet. We're like, right, I need to go and run a bath, and then I'll run a bath, and then I see him moving a little bit. So I do feel him, it's just I have to kind of persuade him to move sometimes. So I spoke to my midwife about that, and she just told me, because I'm so near the end, just to ring them up and they'll monitor me and make sure everything's alright, which everything has been, so I'm not really that worried. It's just he scares me, because I suppose with two it's harder. With one, when I was pregnant with my first, a movement, you know who it is. So one movement with two in your belly, sometimes a bit more, it's a bit harder to know what one it is moving. I saw my midwife yesterday, and I've now been booked in for my section, which is really exciting now. So we now have a actual date when they'll be born, if not before. So we're keeping that a secret, just because we haven't kept anything a secret through any of my other pregnancy or this one. Everyone's always known like the sex and it's twins and everything really, and the dates, and so we kind of wanted to have that moment where we could ring them up after the babies are born and be like, they're here. And also it'd be nice to have a few hours maybe with just me, my husband, and the twins, without loads of texts and people ringing and people coming in, and so but obviously we'll let grandparents and everyone know first. Also had my baby shower last night, excuse me, which was really, I had such a great time. Honestly, it was so fun. Which I was looking forward to it, but at the moment it's been I've not wanted to go out at all. I just don't want to do anything. I've got no energy, I feel disgusting, really. So it was such a good laugh, and I got so spoiled with so much stuff. I got so many clothes. It took me literally the whole morning to find places and try and put them away, which I've still not really done because we haven't got that much storage from at the moment. But we have got most of our stuff now. So we've got our Moses baskets and the stands. We've also got I got a cot from IKEA. I wanted it because one of the sides comes off, and I don't know how I'm going to sleep them at night yet. It depends on them. I don't know whether I'm going to sleep them together, which will be in the cot, or separately, which will be in the Moses. So I haven't decided. Well, I don't think I'm going to know until they're here when I know what they like best. My idea was at the beginning to get this cot from IKEA with the side that comes off, attach it to my bed, make it level and attached, so it kind of made it a co-sleeper, and then sleep them next to each other, next to me, because I co-slept with my son for the first year, I suppose, really, of his life, and it always worked out fine for us. And I thought that might work as well with the twins. It might be a bit easier, but again, depends what they like. So I'll wait and decide on that. We'll still put the cot up, but I'm not sure if we're going to attach it to the bed yet. We also got, well, actually we got given, we got bought another chest of drawers, which will be perfect because for the twins, really. We've got one in here which will now be the twins, and then we'll have the other one, because the one in here, it's a really nice chest of drawers, but because our clothes are quite heavy, well, heavier than baby clothes, it does keep breaking. So my idea is, with the baby clothes that are going to be light, it's going to be a lot easier. That's pretty much it, I think, for this week. Tomorrow I'm planning on doing a what's in my hospital bag video, and I might even do some clothes and bits that we was bought, because they're so nice, some of the bits. But that's pretty much it for this week. Next week I've got a pre-op. I've been booked in for a pre-op appointment in the hospital, so they'll go through everything, times and what's going to happen and everything like that. They'll go through with me. They also told me I'm going to need steroid injections too, which basically helps the baby's the baby's lungs breathe properly, because apparently with a natural birth, because they squeeze out through the birth canal, it squeezes their lungs, so water and whatever's in their lungs kind of comes out, whereas a section, they're lifted out nicely, they don't get none of the squishing, I suppose. So so they give you these steroid injections, which basically means it will help their lungs do this rather than stick together as soon as they get out, which means they normally need the masks and help breathing and stuff. And because